Greetings everyone, this is Mr. Garrett bringing you another Command & Conquer Red Alert video, Battle Royale, and today it's the semi-final between ZacktheReaper and Snookersam versus TheGreatRambino and Niler84, and this is gonna be some very good matches to watch, so let's just jump into the first one and see how this one pans out. Alrighty then, we are heading into this first match between ZacktheReaper and Snookersam versus TheGreatRambino and Niler84. This is the second semi-final, and we will see how this match pans out. This has already been broadcasted live. This is the shorter version, so let's just see how all of the players will be doing here. You see that ZacktheReaper is a little bit ahead. He was one of the first one to get his MCVs deployed, and the second fastest I think was Niler, or they were very similar. Meanwhile, you can see that Snookersam get this position. That's a very tricky position, really, because he's closing off here. Might not be able to go past any of those sides there, but we will see. And he's getting some infantry grenadiers out as well. The TheGreatRambino is also producing some infantry. He's actually sending a couple up. I think he needs to just protect here. And if we look here at the top, Niler and ZacktheReaper are also getting into some kind of position there. If we look at the vision here, we can also see that ZacktheReaper and Snookersam has gotten a little bit vision in this direction, but look at Niler. He has also, they have gotten a little bit. You can actually see the building here as well, and you can see the TheGreatRambino is actually trying to push in a little bit, but that just didn't work out in this case. And Niler is doing all right here. It seems they're all collecting those gems here in the middle. There is some pushing going on from actually the TheGreatRambino in this case. If you look at all the infantry, there's extra cannon out here, that extra production speed here for Snookersam. And now he's getting a barracks, so he's going heavily on infantry, so he will probably push into the TheGreatRambino. But here you can also see that Niler has built up a second ore refinery, which can be quite good, but he needs to get some kind of protection here. Something is telling me that he is building a war factory, and that might be a mistake to get the war factory up. I think he needs to get the flamethrower here first, because now you can see that ZacktheReaper is actually pushing in with a lot of infantry. And here he goes, he will take down this ore refinery, and there's absolutely no defense. There was actually a dog as well out for Niler, it was now for Snookersam, but that was taken out. And there the second ore refinery for Niler has been taken out. He does not have any more money, so he's basically out of the game. This was a good push for ZacktheReaper, but I think the mistake was not getting up a flamethrower. One flamethrower here would have taken out all the infantry to ZacktheReaper, and that would have also meant that Niler would have been in such a great position. He would have two ore refineries, he would have gotten up the war factory perhaps a little bit later, but still he would have been in a good spot. And now you can also see that Snookersam is pushing in with flamethrowers. He has dogs, he is ready to really go all in here on the TheGreatRambino. There is absolutely no war factories up for anyone else than I think now it's TheGreatRambino has a war factory, and Niler did have one. But the tactics from Snookersam and ZacktheReaper has been solid here. They went the Brando style. They go in with flamethrowers and infantry, and that's all that actually takes on this map here. You just have to be quite aggressive with that, and that works perfectly fine. You can see that Niler is more or less out of the game, and now there's actually out, and ZacktheReaper is just pushing in from the top, and you have Snookersam on the bottom, so this match will be more or less over. But this is a very solid tactics. It does work very well, especially if the opponents are going for war factories and no base defense, because this will soon be over. Very quick match here and very solid play from ZacktheReaper and Snookersam. It's not so much the TheGreatRambino and Niler can do in this match. So I have to say, very well played there. It's always nice to see some different tactics here. No tanks, no war factories, nothing from ZacktheReaper and Snookersam. That was just amazing to see. Alright, heading into the second match in this semi-final, it is Combat Alley, and it's Niler for the TheGreatRambino who has chosen the map and the starting position. They are starting on top, and they are all moving their MCs. We'll see which one is deploying first. It's actually Snookersam, just a tiny bit before ZacktheReaper, and then you have Niler, and the TheGreatRambino is still moving. I think he moves a little bit too far, perhaps. Look how synchronized Snookersam and ZacktheReaper are. Very well played. And there, finally, the TheGreatRambino managed to get up his MCV. I think this is just a little bit too far. I think he used like 23 seconds or something to get down there. I think around here would be perfect. And let's say you build two powers here. And if your second power would actually be there, you get the barracks around there, and then you get the ore refinery there. So that could be like here, somewhere here would be perfect position with the ore refinery, with the construction done, but that's okay. Now you can see that ZacktheReaper and Snookersam have gotten out their ore refinery, and Niler just got out his as well. So they're all getting into good position here. If we look at the vision here, it's quite good scouting so far from ZacktheReaper and Snookersam. Actually getting a lot of infantry out here, so this will actually be very beneficial later on to see if anyone is coming on attack. If you look into TheGreatRambino and Niler 84, they've also gotten out some infantry around here, but the scouting is not so much yet. But the positioning is quite good here for Niler. If you look at it, now he's actually building, or this one here, I think there'll be a war factory, and then into there's a war factory, and I think or refinery here, and he will be in such a great position. If we look here at TheGreatRambino, he's also building down. I think I don't know if he's building a second war factory now, or if it's an ore silo. If it's an ore silo, he should really deploy it here, and he will get in such a good spot. But we will look here. This is actually quite good play for Snookersam. He actually built this ore silo just there, which means you can build your ore refinery there. This I did not see during the live match. That is really well played actually. If you look here at ZacktheReaper, he's building up to this spot as well. I think he has 4 ore trucks out. Yes, he does. And if you look at Snookersam, he only has 2 ore trucks. Yeah, only 2 ore trucks, and he's actually going into light tank production. That was quite early on. If you look here at Niler is actually cleaning up those gems really fast here now. He has a lot of ore trucks there, and the gems are getting taken away. So the economy to Niler is really good, but I think he needs to get up his war factories fast now because the time is running out. There is actually a second ore refinery. That was also a small mistake from TheGreatRambino. If anything, he should have it here, even though it's yeah, I think it would be a little bit closer to a little bit of the gems here, but he also had an option of just putting it here. Right now he is in a horrible position. He has 4 ore trucks, but they're all long distance mining, so that would be a small mistake. I think if he put the ore refinery here, he will be in okay state. And the ore refinery here is also a good placement. So it's a small mistake there for TheGreatRambino, but it's a lot of pressure, so it's everything is understandable here. If we look at all those tanks from Snookersam and ZacktheReaper, they are doing such a good job here. We'll see. I think Niler also has a lot of tanks. He does have a lot of tanks, but if you look at Snookersam, he is targeting down those ore trucks for Niler, and that is so bad for Niler here, because he's losing all his economy in this attack, and now he's also Snookersam is focusing down the ore truck to TheGreatRambino, but Niler is managing to defend from ZacktheReaper here, but I think it's just a matter of time before he needs to throw in the towel here as well, because something is going here. The base to TheGreatRambino is getting taken out by Snookersam. He's so fast without light tanks, and there was also lacking a little bit of defense and tanks from TheGreatRambino here, so he will definitely be taken out very soon here. But Niler has managed to hold out for quite a long time here. I think his economy has been very good, but after he lost his ore trucks, he kinda stopped up everything, so he doesn't have any income right now. So it's basically just those tanks he has, and now he's moving in. And I think this match will more or less be over, because TheGreatRambino has been taken out by Snookersam, and now Snookersam is actually moving in here, and he will take out those buildings here, and this match will more or less be over as well. That was a very quick and fast match from ZacktheReaper and Snookersam. I think their production was just extremely good. You can see 3 war factories out for Snookersam. He was really going heavy on that production there. ZacktheReaper was just playing steady, I would assume. So a lot of ore refineries, just building upwards, a little bit defense as well. But I think taking out those ore trucks straight here as the first thing Snookersam did, that was such a good move from him. A small mistake from TheGreatRambino here. I don't think that is the main reason they lost though. I think ZacktheReaper and Snookersam, it did look like they more or less played this match perfect. They had perfect placement on the buildings right here, and got a lot of good economy, and also Snookersam was going for those early light tanks. So it's a very good match, but in this case it went to ZacktheReaper and Snookersam. Well played, and we will move into the next match. And once again, it is Niler 84 and TheGreatRambino who is choosing this top position. in this match, and it's no escape. And you can also see that TheGreatRambino is once again moving his MCV down to potentially a better position. I'm not sure if this is the right move either, but we will see. ZacktheReaper has started in this position, and that is just in such an incredible good position to start in. And if you look at Snookersam here, he is building upwards. He's probably, I'm not sure if he's going to take the ore refinery here to go get those gems, or if he will go up here. We will see. And you can see here at Niler 84, he's also building all the way down here. He will probably get the ore refinery here now. He's a little bit more delayed because he needs to get up a second power plant there, but I actually don't think you necessarily need it. I think it's okay to just have the ore refinery there, but I guess it's okay. Look at TheGreatRambino, he's also falling a little bit behind here because he had to move quite far down. And I'm not sure this is such a good placement either, because yeah, you get closer to those gems here, but if you put this ore refinery here, after you finish the gems, where are the ore trucks gonna go? It's either to this position or to those gems. It's quite far actually, but we will see if you manage to get up ore refinery here as well. Perhaps it's he will get into a better position then. And if you look at ZacktheReaper, he has those gems here. He doesn't really have to do anything else than get the war factory here, producing those ore trucks, and they will go straight down here. I think he actually, might have been a clutch move from ZacktheReaper, because I think he took this ore truck to the side, and now he's producing this one. That means that this will go straight down to those gems. So this is actually a very efficient way of doing it. If he did it the other way around, let's say this ore truck went down here in the corner first, that means that when this one was coming out from the ore refinery here, it would have gone straight over, to the war factory. It will go straight over to this one instead. So yeah, that was quite good. And now he's actually sending it up here as well. Let's see, the war factory is out here for TheGreatRambino, and it's actually in a quite good spot. It's kind of half protected here by the wall and the here, so that's actually quite good placement. But I think this is also quite good, so I wonder if he's just going to build down here to get an ore refinery down here. We'll see. You can also look at Niler. He's cleaning out those gems, and he's cleaning out those gems here. He has one war factory. I think he will be needing more war factories very soon. And if you look at Niler, he is just getting up here. I actually think he got a ore refinery here. I think he actually sold it, and now he has built the second one up here. You can say, so now will be the first one. But he's building up a lot of tanks here. Now Snookersam's getting into position together with ZacktheReaper. Let's see how the vision is here. I think the vision is okay from Snookersam and ZacktheReaper. They have actually managed to see, actually I think they actually can see the edge of the building there. That is actually quite big for them. If you look at Snookersam and I mean the TheGreatRambino and Niler, they have actually quite good scouting here. They can see the base here to Niler. They don't have any vision of ZacktheReaper though. And now the 3 minute is up, so we'll see if there will be an attack here or not. And I think it will be. It is actually, I think it's actually Niler who's engaging first here. And he's kind of in the better position because he's closer to get his infantry in. But here you can see that ZacktheReaper is also pushing into the light tanks of TheGreatRambino. It actually is not in a horrible position here. It does have fewer tanks than ZacktheReaper. So that is a small issue though, because now he will be taken out here. And now ZacktheReaper will push into the base, but you can also see that Snookersam has just run past here now. It's a lot of tanks here for Niler, but I think Snookersam will do a lot of damage now here, taking out the construction yard, going for the ore refineries, and now Niler is taking all his tanks down. He's already down here. I wonder if he took all his light tanks from the start there, instead of just taking little by little. I think he could perhaps have taken out Snookersam here. I actually think this could have been it's not a big mistake, but a small mistake for sure. I will check into that straight after this match. Let's just see what is going on here. There you can see that TheGreatRambino has been taken out by ZacktheReaper, who has a lot of light tanks here, and now he's pushing into the base to Niler, who will be taken out as well. He did manage to do some damage. There's not many buildings left. There's 5 buildings left total here for Snookersam. I don't think it will be possible to take all of them down right now. It's going to be close though. I mean, alright, so there's the match is over. Well played again from Snookersam and ZacktheReaper, but I kind of want to go a little bit back here. So this is the moment Snookersam is going up with his tanks. You could either choose to chase them, which he's actually doing, but this is actually horrible, because when you, and there he's actually splitting up as well. I think this is a mistake. I think he should just go straight down here, because he just needs to take 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buildings he needs to take down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, there is a lot of light tanks here for Snookersam going in, but it's not as many as for Niler. I think Niler just have much more light tanks there, so I think Niler could actually have managed to take out Snookersam here if he actually went in with all his light tanks. I mean, I do understand that he wants to protect her, but I think it would have been better just to push in here, and I think he would have managed to take out Snookersam. It's not the same that they will be winning, because ZacktheReaper will go into the base, but taking out Snookersam there and then pushing into the base to ZacktheReaper might actually have caused some issues, because you can see all the buildings to ZacktheReaper, they are on a straight line here, so it is possible. Anyway, GG. Alrighty then, we are heading into this fourth match. You can actually see that Snookersam was actually moving his MCB a little bit closer here now. ZacktheReaper is playing here as the allies all the way in the back, and you have Niler84 doing exactly the same, and TheGreatRambino will be in the front here. We'll see what kind of stuff he'll be doing. It's actually a canal out here for Snookersam, so he might be a little bit more aggressive now, because he will be producing a little bit faster. He's actually pushing it with quite many infantry here, so that will be quite a push here actually, and this will be a little bit hard here for TheGreatRambino to hold. So far he is managing to hold, but he doesn't need to take them out, or when he actually is producing up a little bit here. But Snookersam has actually also gotten out a couple of dogs. They will be very good against the Grenadiers, not so good against the infantry, but he managed to actually do a little bit damage there. But now they managed to clean out, but he needs to be very now. He needs to check out what is going on here. There he sees the candle and the power here, so I wonder if he needs to change his game plan now, because when you see this here, you know there is a push coming. You wouldn't put a power plant here without pushing in, so now he needs to be very careful with what he's building here. And you can also see the flamethrower, and this can only mean one thing: there will be a push coming in. So whatever TheGreatRambino is doing, or whatever plan he has, he needs to change his game plan here now, because all the income, all the money from Snookersam will probably be into flamethrowers, and the same should then be for Snookersam. He needs to hold here, because if this place is getting broken, he will be taken down. You can see here is a second ore finding. Okay, now if he gets up a flamethrower now, it might not be so bad. He can also get out a couple of those rocketmans. That will also be quite good here now. You can see it might be a little bit too late. I don't see any flamethrowers coming up yet, so he's definitely in trouble now. He did manage to get out one rocketman now, but it was just a little bit too late. But what is he gonna do now? I still don't see any flamethrowers. I'm not sure what he's doing, but right now he is in a horrible spot here. There was no defense coming up here, and now you can see he built a war factory. I think that was a huge mistake in this case. He needed to protect himself against her, and now you can see that Snookersam he is not building any war factories. He is just concentrating on one thing: getting in with flamethrowers. They are so powerful against buildings. You really need to defend against it. Like right now, I'm not sure what TheGreatRambino can do. I think actually he could sell one of the ore refiners here, because it's useless to have both of them. He really needs to take out those infantry. You can also see that Snookersam is selling up buildings, so you can get more infantry and more flamethrowers, and just pushing in here. I don't think TheGreatRambino can do anything in this position right now. I think this crawl here just went in a little bit too far for him to handle. It is quite tricky. I mean, it's a lot of pressure here in those matches here, but the moment you see the crawl coming in here, you need to change your tactics. You cannot go I mean, the second ore refinery here might actually be quite beneficial for him, but the war factory was a huge mistake, because when you see this build coming in, you have to realize that Snookersam does not have any income or money to build anything else. You can actually see that Niler is pushing in a little bit. There's only 2 buildings left there, but now also the tanks from the ZacktheReaper is coming here. But will they manage to take down this construction? It's going to be very close. Now they did not manage to take it down. TheGreatRambino does have a couple of tanks here, but they will actually be focused down by ZacktheReaper here. I think ZacktheReaper will just continue with a lot of tanks coming in. If you look at ZacktheReaper, he has been busy. He's been building all the way down here, and you can see at Niler, he haven't actually managed to get so far. I think he also needed to change his game style. That's why he is not so heavy on economy, because he needed to come here and help out TheGreatRambino here when he was under attack. But yeah, he's now getting taken down. They did manage to save the construction yard and everything here, but this long battle in the middle kind of set him so far back here. I don't think Niler can handle this alone. There is a couple of tanks out for TheGreatRambino, so that could actually have been quite beneficial, but I think that the tank production to ZacktheReaper, which also has the best economy here, is just going to be too much for them to handle, but we will see. Like TheGreatRambino only have those tanks. Now the first war factory is up for Snookersam, so this is definitely not looking good for the TheGreatRambino and Niler 84 here. I think they will soon be taken out here. At least the TheGreatRambino will be taken out. I don't think Niler has good enough economy to hold the attack from ZacktheReaper. He just have too much of an income and too much of a production back here. And also you can see that Snookersam is building up as well, even though the TheGreatRambino has been blocking off the money here for Snookersam. So that's actually a quite good move here, but I don't think it's gonna work out in the long. Actually, I think he needs. This is actually quite brilliant because he can take out everything of infantry trying to come out. So he's actually putting Snookersam out of the game. So that was, I didn't see that in the. I can't remember. I saw that in the live match. That was a very good move there from TheGreatRambino, and that is why it's so important not to tap out too early, because he could have sold up his building and tapped out, but actually trying to do that just to keep his teammate in the game. So that was very good play there from TheGreatRambino. But as you see, now Niler is just selling up because he cannot handle all those tanks, all those production from ZacktheReaper. Very well played from ZacktheReaper and Snookersam, who managed to win this series and advance to the final. GG, well played. And yeah, there was a quick 4 matches from them, very well played. But I want to go a little bit back here. This is actually the moment TheGreatRambino should have changed his game style. I mean, if he's halfway into ore refinery here, that is okay. He just needs to get it out, and that will actually give him a huge boost compared to Snookersam. But it's very important he will get up a flamethrower. Let's say let's wait for the ore refinery to come up. There it is up. If he builds a flamethrower now, he will have much better income than Snookersam. So that means he would have managed to hold this attack. If he gets up, let's say he gets up a flamethrower, I have to put it probably a little bit back here. Probably have to sell this here as well and build up like a flamethrower, perhaps a barracks, and then just continue with a lot of flamethrowers. But if you get the barracks in the background, building up some rocketeers there, and just have defense here with flamethrowers, because having 2 ore refineries is actually quite good compared to Snookersam, especially when you first have already almost finished building it. I mean, you can cancel it and go straight into flamethrowers as well. But I think actually, as long as he managed to get up 2 ore refineries and managed to defend, he would actually have been in a very good position compared to Snookersam. So I think the war factory was the mistake here. You can also argue that the ore refinery was a small mistake, but I think it actually could have given him a huge advantage later on. But there was just no defense, there was no flamethrowers coming out. His economy was struggling a little bit all the time. But getting up some defense would have been very helpful though. But of course, you are meeting 2 very good players here, so it's hard to think correct all the time as well, especially when you are on such a big pressure here from Snookersam. You just have to think, what the heck am I going to do here? And I'm pretty sure he was just trying to get out tanks, because at the moment, if he managed to get out the tanks without losing too much, of course, like here, it kind of looks okay. The problem is that they haven't seen ZacktheReaper until now. So yeah, it was I think this one could have gone a little bit closer, but alright, GG, well played. I guess I will see you all guys in the final, which we do not know yet when will be played. It can take a little bit of time, but we will see. GG everyone, and I will see you in the next video.